Hello, good morning, and a happy start of a new week. Today's week I'm gonna do a weekly recap in the video format because, well, I kinda screwed up my finger and typing is a real hustle, so hopefully next week I can return to that, to the original format in PDF or Word or whatever. So, I haven't really checked the markets in a bit, so we're gonna have the first impression out of everything that I see. Hopefully I don't forget any gems. But yeah, let's get started. So we got this one. Um, we had this support over here, right? Um, we went below shortly, but immediately reclaimed it, and now we are testing it again as support. If you want to be in this thing in alpha, this would be a good place to buy with invalidation level underneath the low. It's better seen here. So if you buy here, if it goes below here and closes, well, then you can sell it again, I guess. But this is not a bad entry. API 3, bam. Right. So the demand zone held. We had a retest of an SR level over here, and right now we're kind of ranging to the side. Um, kind of interested to see what happens. We're still at support and we've been here for a very long time. Like, damn, look at this, 18 days of consolidation. It's quite a lot. But anyway, no idea what this is still doing here. I don't need that. If we go up, I would be looking to sell before this pivot low because that's going to be some significant resistance. So I'm gonna be selling at least half of my stack if we reach the 580-ish level, like short before 6. Hopefully we get there and we don't fall deeper. That would suck. Anyway, as for buying, this is a good buying place. I bought some more here. Clear invalidation level. Well, 30% is quite a bit, but you know, with proper risk management, you could buy API 3 here, I guess. Let's check APY. Uh, Nothing has really changed since last time. We have this level that we kind of need to beat, the 75 cents, and just like every other, well, like the best thing would be to see something like this and buy here. That would be best. But even now, if you want to buy, if you have a bullish bias and you think that we're gonna go up and you want to be in APY, then yeah, sure, you can buy that. Like invalidation level is very close, 25%. That's pretty nice. But if you want to be on the safe side, just wait for a higher high, a break of this stuff. I think we're gonna break up all, like we're gonna retest the $1 and go back down again. So if you want to buy here, sure, sounds good. This is your stop loss. This would be like your immediate target, and then buy again on the retest. That would be the game plan. ArcX. Okay, well, we had a little bit of a consolidation over here. We broke out of that. That's nice. And now what I would be looking to see, like I would be really interested to see it go down here somehow. Hello? Go down somehow here, retest the previous range, and then it can go up. So this is definitely on my radar. I want to buy some ArcX, and yeah, if it goes down here to like 50-ish cents, I'm gonna be buying. This chart is screwed up. Never mind. Back. All right. I'm gonna go to log scale. Yikes. Oh, this is such a weird chart, man. We had some demand off of here, right? This is where we started the whole mini uptrend thing, and since then we were correcting. We were not able to make a higher high here, and we're just going down. Now there's some, like, you can see that it's no longer dropping really steep, but it's actually like flattening out. There's some deceleration, which is nice. Signifies that there's not so many sellers. If you would like to buy here, I guess it's a good idea because it's at this demand zone, and invalidation level is pretty clear. So if it goes down below this low, you know your idea is invalidated, it's not good. But if you want to be on the safe side, definitely wait for a break of this level and a retest, just like every time. So yeah, that's back. Let's check bank. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I don't like this whatsoever, like at all. We have a clear downtrend structure of lower lows and lower highs. It's nice to see that it's flattening out a little bit, but again, I probably wouldn't, I don't know. Like, this level is pretty important, I guess, and we're there right now. So, this is like a consolidation over here. If you want to buy, I guess you can, and if it breaks down, you know, it's invalidated. However, if you want to be on the safe side, I guess this level is a really important one. So a break of that and a retest, that would be a much safer buy. Okay, combo. Uh, yeah. Let me just check something. I'm kind of interested to see if there's gonna be a divergence here, which I guess there will. Yeah, there is. But, I don't know. I probably wouldn't be buying this. Like, the level that needs to be broken in order to show some kind of bullish signs of life would be this one. We're still very far away from here. So you could have the argument that, hey, yeah, I could buy here. We're gonna have to retest eventually. Well, we don't have to do anything, right? The market doesn't have to do anything. Sure, the idea does make sense that it would go up and retest that level. However, it's kind of risky. Like, you're knife catching is what you're doing. It's nice to see that there is some demand here and that it's holding. So I guess if you really want to buy here, you could. And the moment it closes below the current all-time low, which is this, once it closes below, you know that your idea is invalidated. So if you're just like looking to DCA into something, sure, you can. But technically, it's not the greatest setup. I think it's gonna be the same almost everywhere right now. Like, except for um, few coins that did their own thing, but most of them look very similar. Alright, CTSI is gonna be one of the weird ones because it's so damn strong. I don't even need the log. Hmm. Well, I think we're eventually gonna see something happen because we have a triangle structure here, so at some point it's gonna break somewhere. Right now, I most definitely wouldn't be buying this because there's like no clear direction whatsoever. Like, we are having lower lows, lower highs, so we're in a downtrend, right? And well, it's not the best idea to be logging in a downtrend unless it's into a significant demand zone, like it was over here, for example. This was an okay buy at this point, but right now, nah, I wouldn't be buying this. I would just wait and see what happens because this was serious resistance before, right? This level over here. Hello? This level. And that's exactly where we are right now. It's like, now it's not really serving as support resistance, but kind of the middle of the entire structure, like a pivot level. And eventually it's gonna accelerate or expand away from this range. And then, maybe then, we can start thinking about buying this stuff. But for now, not interesting. DFD. Okay, well, DFD is still fighting with this level over here. As you can see, there was a couple of attempts to go above, but immediately sellers stepped up and pushed price down. Same here. That's why, like, the moment this is a wide range green bar, you don't want to set limits blindly and wait uh, for it to get filled, because then something like this happens immediately, it gets pushed down, and it just continues ranging in the previous range. So what we want to see is something that actually closes above and then, you know, retraces back to that level, and then here you can buy, because that's a really good setup. So until that happens, I would say let's just wait. HH. Mm, well, right now it looks like it's in some sort of ranging environment. Same story as everything else. One day it's gonna break out, hopefully. Then it retests and we can buy. Right now I wouldn't really be touching most of these coins because they are just consolidating, and from consolidation can do all sorts of stuff, right? Like it can either continue for a very, very long time like we saw in Lian, for example, or it can even break down. You never know. So until we get a better idea of where this might be headed, I wouldn't really be buying. Index. Index was pretty strong, wasn't it? Oh yeah. Ah, it's looking pretty nice. This I can already delete. Worked nicely. Okay, so nice SR retest over here. Like that was pretty cool. Almost to the pip, like well to the pip, $20. I guess I could put this a little higher then. That was the level. And yeah, right now we had a bounce and still consolidating. Mm, I wouldn't be buying this just yet. I think it's too early because it can very easily continue going down, and this is kind of like in no man's land in the middle of nothing. You know, either you want to be buying support. Well, you always want to be buying support unless you're a breakout trader, and yeah, that's a little more complicated. And we don't see anything of that happening here right now. So if this continues ranging, buying here at the 20 level is a decent idea, and this would be some sort of invalidation level over here at this pivot low. Let's just mark that up as well. Boop. Okay. But for now, I would wait. Okay, yeah, don't even touch this. This just looks absolutely horrible. Just like lower structure all the time. It's nice to see that there is some kind of demand here. Got triple tapped every time it went a little deeper, but there is clear like buying interest here. But for now, it's not really showing any signs of transition or life whatsoever. Just wait. Lian, oh my goodness. I mean, just look for how long this has been consolidating here, and then all we get is one lousy pump that gets immediately rejected. That was just so disappointing. And right now we have new all-time lows. In order to see it do anything whatsoever, it needs to break this level first. So my guess is this is gonna consolidate for a bit longer here. Eventually, it's gonna break down, or it's gonna break up. Who knows? But for now, I would say we wait. Same stuff with Matter. Um, Consolidation of new all-time lows. This is the range. If we break above, we can buy the retest. But for now, don't touch it. Ooh, okay. That's a quick rejection. Yeah, same stuff here. So we had this one as support, clearly acts as resistance now. You can see that somebody bought a shit ton of MFT here, but it got immediately pushed down. So yeah, for as long as we don't see a nice structure of like this, again, we don't touch it. We just wait. And this is gonna be the same story for everything, I guess. Ooh, hey, look at that. Wow, Melon actually doing stuff. Now that is interesting. Okay. So this is an interesting level right here. Um, Clear resistance, point of breakdown. I would guess there is some. I really hate when there's a candle like this that screws everything up. But yeah, anyway, definitely don't be buying this. Like, Jesus Christ, don't chase the green. If you have melon and oh, isn't this like a new all-time high? Yeah, it is. I don't count this week. Screw this week. This is a new all-time high, man. Um, interesting. Let me see the log. I would say this is an interesting level for sure. Yeah, we can see that there was some kind of rejection there. Then it went up. Okay, so if you want to be an aggressive buyer, I would say this level as a retest. If this retests here, then this would be the first buying area. It's also like a demand zone here, right? Maybe something like this. But there's also a chance that it's gonna break through here, and the second buying area, which is way more interesting, would be here at around the 80, well, 90 level. That would be a very interesting place to buy. Yeah, definitely. You know, I'm a little bit sad that I missed this because this is a very beautiful Quasimodo. Um, yeah. So look, you have this high, right? Went down, it created a higher high and then it retraced. And it usually retraces to the same level as this low over here. And it did. And that's a Quasimodo because the shoulders have different heights, but the lows are pretty much the same. So buying here would have been an amazing opportunity, but since I wasn't really active in the markets, I didn't spot that. And well, this would be the first sell area, which is 100%. That's really nice. But yeah, this is the plan. First buying area over here, second buying area over here. Okay, more. More. Yeah, this is pretty obvious. I mean, we have this range right now, consolidation range. If it breaks out eventually, cool, you can buy that. But for now, let's just wait. This color. MTA. Ah, not another one. Jesus. What is this chart? That's horrible. Well, anyway. So we bounce off of the lows here, which is nice. Shows that we have some buying pressure here. But right now, the play, right now it's consolidating, right? Over here. And until we see a proper break and retest, it's really not interesting. ONX. Wow, what is this? Okay, interesting. Well, I guess we're in a similar situation as we were over here. Over here. Oh, by the way, just check this out, yeah? One sec. See this? So before this happened, we would probably say something along the lines of, okay, well, this needs to break, and then we can buy. But look what happened. It actually went even lower, and it created another range, which will be defined from here to, say, here. But then it broke out on some volume, retested. This is a pretty nice retest. It's not some kind of immediate price rejection, right? It's a little wave, but still it's a wave. And then it went up. But what was even nicer was here. Here we had another retest, right? This one, even with the 50 MA, and then it went up. So this is something we're gonna be hoping to see in most of these alts. Well, of course, not breaking down from our current consolidation into a lower consolidation, but now I'm talking the bullish case where we are waiting for something like this or something like even like this whole wave as a retest to happen. That's what we want to see, because then we can expect some kind of expansion to the upside. Bam. And right now that level is this one, and we need to break that level and return to it somehow, like this, and then here you would be buying. Okay, plot. Same situation as with everything else. I mean, all you gotta do with this stuff is just find the consolidation range and act based upon it, because you have high, right? And it's just like ranging around. Once you have a higher high, basically what you're doing is you say, okay, we have a higher high, price is not rejected by the market, it's actually like consolidating around and going lower. But the moment it gets retested, basically what you're saying is, okay, well, this has been up here for quite a while. It's ranging in a expanded range, in a higher range. I'm kind of betting that we are gonna have a higher low. And if you're right, well, there's a pretty good chance that it's actually going to go up, because this would mean a higher high and a higher low, which gives us a really good chance of transitioning into a new trend. RGT. Same plan as before. As you can see, the 10 level is going to be the one that needs to break, and until it, well, until it does that, we're gonna be sitting on the sides. I think Rook had some action, didn't it? Hmm. Okay. Nice. So yeah, that was a really nice level. This has been invalidated several times already. Uh, huh. Yeah. Okay. Well, right now, just like with everything else, we have this consolidation range. That's going to be the first thing that needs to break, and there's going to be a lot of resistance at 300, I believe, because look how many times it served as support here, 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 here. Then it broke, immediately retested, now as resistance, and down we go again. So I would expect 300 to be resistance in the future again, and yeah, eventually we're gonna have to break the 300 and return to it. So just breaking this one, like, look, we have a defined range here, right? But just because we broke the range and we make a higher high, and buying here does not necessarily mean that it's a good idea, because, well, you gotta look at the macro, the bigger picture view. You're saying that, okay, I want to buy here, my stop loss or mental stop loss, whatever you're doing with your investing, is probably gonna be here, and you're longing with, well, let's just find this, you're longing with such a risk into resistance that is right here. That's terrible risk to reward. Why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense. Instead, what makes way more sense is let this happen, and eventually, maybe, who knows what kind of price action we're gonna have here, right? But eventually, it's gonna break the 300, and then when it does and returns to it, buying that is gonna be a way better idea. So don't just buy the dip or the retracement of the first higher high. That doesn't necessarily make sense, especially if you are longing into resistance. So that's just something I wanted to say about that. So yeah, patience. Some absolutely terrible. Next, STBZ. All right. Stuck in this range now. Yeah. So same story here, right? We're gonna have something along this, but just because it breaks up and returns here doesn't necessarily mean you should be buying. We want to see the long-term resistance turn into support. So this might even be irrelevant, because right now the most relevant, the one that is most to the right, is this level. This served as support before. So this is the one that we need to break first in order to, well, be bullish. And as you can see, served as support, broke down. It's definitely gonna be resistance over here. So yeah, again, patience. TKN looks horrible. Look, this looks like a retest of support that will now act as resistance. miss me with this one. Like, unless we get something like a break up here and a subsequent retest of this, I don't even want to be seeing this. So, like, this one, right? This level kind of serves as a how do you call it? Like an edge between bull and bear. It's a bull-bear zone. Above, if we're trading above, it's potentially bullish. If below, it's definitely bearish. And right now we're below. So for as long as we're here, we're not interested whatsoever. U and N. Yeah, let's make it simple. That's the range. Break that, we can talk. If not, not interested. XFT. Okay, well, we retraced all the way down here, which is nice. We have a double bottom over here, signifying that there is some buyers. But still, I would try my best and wait for a better idea of where this is gonna go. And in order to get that, we're gonna have to see this level break first. And I know this is all the same every time. Like, this is not very exciting, me talking about this, but that's just how the market looks right now. XTK. Ooh, this looks horrible. Good thing is that we see some deacceleration here, and this level seems to be pretty significant. However, as you saw before, there's nothing stopping this from breaking down even further. And I would say that, well, the absolute least we need to see is a break of this. But the safer bet would be this level, which is probably gonna be the 20 cents. Bam, 20. Okay, this level. As you can see, the MAs also show us how deep we are in a bear market right now. Well, bear market, I'm just saying that in the current term, like, not necessarily macro wise, this could still be some kind of correction, but yeah, we're downtrending all day, and until proven otherwise, we're still in a downtrend. XWIX, whatever. This level proved as support. However, stuck in this range right now. But this is gonna be an important level right here. And well, I would say until we break that, I probably won't touch it. Just like with everything else, just have patience, just wait. Same stuff here, you know. This range, same stuff. So that's it. I think there's also GMT, but I don't really know where I can chart that. Where can I chart it? Can I chart it on KuCoin? GMT? No. GMT. Gambit. Yeah. What the hell? Is this the correct chart? Oh yeah, it is. Nice, nice. Okay. Yeah. So let's get this. This was kind of the point of breakdown. And it's nice to see, right? Like, the moment you see accelerated selling, let's say from here, that's gonna be a place where there's gonna be a lot of resistance. And this is interesting price action. Like, we went into that and now we're consolidating there, creating kind of flag. It's tough to say. It's tough to say. I personally wouldn't be buying this. Can I get like 12 hour? Okay, that could be better. Yeah. It's nice to see that it's like a clear break of this entire downtrend thing. Doesn't really matter how I draw it. It's obviously out of the woods when it comes to this. But now, what I really want to see is a higher high, which means that we have this high. I would like to see that break and then buy the retest, because for now, this just looks like a retest of previous support, which is now resistance, right? And we don't want to be longing into resistance, we want to be buying support. So I would really like to see this accelerate above, and then the subsequent dip we could buy. But it's still not looking very good. It has potential, it really does, but for now I would still be patient and I would wait it out. Okay, yeah, I think that's it. Alright, well, next week I'm gonna try to do it again a little better with all the notes and stuff, but for now this has to suffice. Okay, I hope you didn't get too wrecked in the markets, and I hope we're gonna see some recoveries. And I wish you happy trading and a happy week. See ya!